All right, welcome back, everybody. How's it going? Time to go explore New Londo. Yeah, this is just awesome. This place right here had a much higher learning curve for me than a lot of the other areas in Dark Souls. I had a lot more problems here than in other places. Not only the ghosts giving me the blues, but any misstep uh, throws you into the water, and of course you drown immediately. At least until you get the water down and see exactly how big this place really is. All the water you see around there, that will eventually recede, and we will be able to get to the lower level here. But first we have to get a key, which leads to a gate that goes to a handle that controls the floodgates. And once those open, it will drain the water off into the, what do they call it? The Valley of the Drakes back there, I think. The area where the zombie dragon is hanging off the ledge, guarding the Dragon Crest shield. There's a bunch of lightning-breathing mini dragons, or drakes, or whatever, back there. Anyway, alright, so in here you have a lot of these ghosts here. Now, unless you have a transient curse, unless you eat one, unless you use one, you can't do any damage to these ghosts. Or it's so minimal that it would take you forever to kill one, and they're certainly going to kill you before you get to kill them. So use a transient curse, and it'll last for, I don't know, maybe 10 in-game minutes, 5 in-game minutes, something like that. They don't last real long, but they last a while. It's nice to have them equipped in a slot so that you can use one on the fly if you have to. Sometimes you'll be in the middle of a battle with the ghosts and you'll be doing fine, and next thing you know, your attacks aren't doing anything anymore. And yeah, if you can, pop one, because if not, yeah, you're probably in trouble. There is a mansion in the middle of New Londo, the roof of which is where the guy who gives you the key to get to the floodgate handle. It's full of ghosts, and about that time is usually when my transient curse wears out. In fact, a lot of times I will stop at the stairs just outside of it and just wait for the transient curse to wear off so I can use another one, because you can't stack them. So you can't use like 2 and they last double as long or any of that. You have to wait for the first one to wear off, or you can use the second one. It can be annoying. It can be tricky too, because if you don't time it right, you can get caught, like I say, in the middle of a battle, and be in real trouble. A heads up ahead of time. There's one thing I miss in here. I guess I just don't think to grab it. Is the very large ember, which allows you to get your weapons to past 10 to up to 15. From 11 to 15, using Titanite chunks. It's for standard reinforcement. There's a trophy and achievement for that. Notice that area down there, the fog door that's underwater. Like I say, we have to drop the water to get to that. But yeah, I don't grab it. I didn't even think about it, to tell you the truth. And in hindsight, I'm like, oh yeah. I'll try to show you the place where it's at. It's simply a little passageway that leads to a series of stairs and some ledges, and you follow them. It's really kind of linear, you know. It's basically straight there. It's around a few corners and stuff, but it's essentially a series of stairs and ledges that lead to the chest that has just the very large ember in it. Okay, now those ghosts down below that were just throwing their little spiky dagger hands up at me, they won't bother you anymore. They don't chase you up here on the stairs. But there are ghosts down there floating in the water, down to the left, and there are about 5 billion ghosts here in this building to the right. Alright, so what I like to do is walk to the front door, then walk back, and draw these 2 out, and get them out of the way. And this can be tricky, because attacking them can throw you off the ledge, just like that. Yeah, yep. Okay, you know what? I think I need to equip some fireballs. Alright, so I did. I equipped some fireballs and ran back down here. I wasn't going to bother you guys with the elevator ride and all that. But we'll get back to this spot here. Retrace our steps. Try to get back to our souls and humanity and whatever. Very not cool. Like I said, the learning curve was high, just learning where all the ghosts spawn, where they pop out, and so on and so forth. Like the one that comes up from below and ambushes you right there. You know, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Okay, be like that then. Alright. That means that ghost is going to meet me somewhere else. There we go. Okay, there she is. Yeah, okay, you can chill. That right there. You can just calm down. Okay, we've already grabbed all the loot right here, so I can just head straight on up. Yeah, I forget about that ghost. Well, you know, come to think of it, that ghost could come back to haunt me later. Get it? Haunt? Pun? Wow, okay, sorry. Oh, what's that? And how did that get there? I seriously have no idea, guys. Must have been the first ghost that I killed. Must have dropped something. It'll either be transient curses or a ghost dagger. And the ghost blade, from what I understand, is not necessary for the trophy achievement. You don't need it. You'd think it's a rare drop from these ghosts, and you can farm these ghosts all day long. You can just go from the Fire Lake bonfire back down to here and farm ghosts, you know, if you wanted one of those daggers, but I don't believe it's necessary. Strangely enough. Alright, so I know these ghosts heard me. Yeah, there they are. Okay, now she will try to knock me off, or drag me off, one way or the other. And she ducked my fireball. That's awesome. And she didn't let me cast my fireball. And she's freaking out. And she's trying to push me off the ledge. And, you know, dirty is dirty, but enough... Oh, now she's invincible. Awesome. And that's the type of stuff right there that gets players killed. That's where I would say the game crosses over into artificial difficulty. Cheat kills right there. Because I don't think an enemy should be immune to every kind of attack and be out of your hitbox no matter what you do. Yeah, it's just a little unfair. It's not like it's not already hard enough, but okay. So bait these ghosts over here. Come up my direction, and they'll be out of my hair for later once I do drop the water. We'll go clear out the bottom section. And other than the very large ember, I think I was pretty thorough in grabbing everything else. Okay, so they attack from above and below and in front and behind and so on and so forth. And there's little hallways in here, and they attack you from the ceiling and then through the floor at the same time. And depending on which ones you've killed already, they can attack you from the sides also. And yeah, it can get pretty bad here. That room, that screaming ghost in the middle, she does something to you. I'm not exactly sure, but that scream can affect you. I don't know if it insta kills you. I don't think so. I think it more like debuffs you or does something. But best thing to do is just not let her get it out of her mouth in the first place. Alright, and you'll see the little floaties right here in the wall. That means there's a ghost right in front of me who's invincible. Okay, that was interesting. I believe their attacks cause bleeding, also. I know the ghost dagger, once you have one and use it, it can actually be a semi-effective weapon. I haven't found it really useful in PvP, but it has a bleeding damage, and though it has a relatively small hitbox, it attacks pretty quickly. And the power attack is pretty neat. You do this, like, jabbing overhead lunge type deal. It's actually pretty cool. Notice I have the evil eye ring on. Each ghost that I kill gives me a little bit of health back. It saves on having to run through all of my Estus while I'm down here. I'm not one of those players that can avoid taking any hits here, and these ghosts tend to give me the blues, so... And my transient curse wore off, and that's what I'm talking about. Well, it's a good thing I only have one ghost here and not like 15 of them. Alright, so you just equip another one, and... good to go for another, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes, or whatever the time is. Alright, Curse Bite Ring, which I've never actually used, but I guess it could come in handy, maybe during the Seath fight. Although I wouldn't waste a ring slot for it. Some players might want that. Extra curse defense, especially if they get cursed 2 or 3 times. And have to go through the drama of getting uncursed, assuming they don't have purging stones. Which by now, if you've gone down to like Ash Lake and also the clams that attack you on the way to Seath, they also drop purging stones and twinkling titanites. So normally by now I have several on hand. I always start the game by buying one from the cleric at the top of the Gargoyle Chapel, just to always have it.
Get few visitors, save for ghosts. You have.
Okay, now this guy. If you don't have the Lord Vessel and you want the key, you can come here at level 1 and just kill him for the key, assuming you can get to him. But I had the Lord Vessel and he'll give it to me. All right, now notice, as after I got the Lord Vessel, I did not go back and talk to Frampt.
In the deepest chamber of the ruins, use this key to break the seal and open the floodgates. Oh, and do not forget, the dark wraiths reside in a dark void called the Abyss. But the Abyss is no place for ordinary mortals. Although, long ago, the knight Artorias traversed the Abyss. If you can find him and learn from him, the Abyss may prove surmountable.
That's great. Well, I've already got the ring, thanks.
Hello there.
So that's what you're referring to, and I understand you've been down here a long time, but that long-winded stuff, yeah.
Your hands. I will help you in any way possible.
I'm beginning to see why some players kill this guy just because. Alright, well, let me go ahead and buy a few of these. He's got these much cheaper than the merchant upstairs. And that right there, that spell, it's necessary for the achievement also.
Mark my words, the dark wraiths are the enemies of man and any living thing that has a soul. They were never meant to roam again. New Londo, they were never meant to roam again.
Enough. If you stop talking now, I might let you live. Just be quiet. Alright. That's so much for the inside. There's a iron gate that surrounds the roof of this place, which makes it necessary to climb that ladder there up the chimney to get to that guy. And then you can also walk around the ledge up here on the roof, and there's another, I think it's a rare ring of sacrifice. It's up there. We'll go ahead and grab that here in a second. I think this is just some green titanite, but might as well get it because it's free, right? That crack in the floor will throw you off into the water, by the way. Not necessarily, but it can. Alright, and that gate straight ahead leads to the handle that opens the floodgates. We've already got the key for that, but let's go ahead and grab this stuff first. Yep, rare ring of sacrifice. Okay, that, if you equip it and you get cursed, it not only allows you to keep all your souls and stuff, but you don't get cursed either. Curse is pretty nasty. It drops you to half health until you get cured, and there's no way to undo it. Like I say, until you find a purging stone, or that cleric up there on the roof, he can cure you of a curse also, but I don't know, with half health, getting all the way down here and getting through the ghosts and getting up there to talk to them would be actually pretty tedious, to tell you the truth. And here we go. Alright, so we have the gate for that door, and now we can just do this, and it'll open those floodgates right there in front of us. I believe that little tower right there next to the doors, at the top of that is the red tearstone ring. We may grab that later, I don't know. I don't normally ever use it, but it's there. Okay, alright, so the water is dropped. And now we can summon other players, if we're human, of course. But up until you drop the water, if you ever wonder why you come down here and you see no summoning signs, and I don't believe you can be summoned either until you drop the water in your own world. I'm not positive about that. Pretty sure, but not positive. But I know that you can't summon anyone else until you've dropped the water. So you got to come down and do this solo up to this point. Now, once you've done this, you can go back to the beginning bridge and find somebody to help you through the rest of the area or whatever. But yeah, up until getting the key and dropping the water, you're not going to summon anybody. I guess essentially because you're not ready to fight the boss, because you can't get to the boss with the water up. All right. And now the water is down, this elevator is active. There's also another elevator towards the front. It's also close to the area you would, the little path you would take to go up and grab the very large ember. I'll try to point you in that direction when we get over in that general area, in case anyone's curious. Oh, wow, wow. Oh, I'm so lucky I didn't die right there. Okay, I forgot the poise break is pretty nice on these dark swords. And I aggroed this guy somehow. That's just awesome. Well, let me come in here and heal myself. And I don't really like messing with these dragons, to tell you the truth. But we'll see if we can't kick his ass, because he picked this fight, we didn't. Sounding almost like Godzilla. Disrespecting Godzilla like that. Yeah, why don't you just spam lightning, dude? Yeah, suck on that. Oh, wow, okay. Mr. Nippy. That's my new name for him, Mr. Nippy. Yes. Okay, well, there's no one over there, dude. I don't know why you just did that. Wow, he's got some health, I guess. Or some really good defense, one or the other. Alright. Come here, coward. Come here and fight like a... well, whatever you are. I guess these are drakes. Yeah, well, you know... don't just start getting your ass kicked and leave. You know, that's really kind of rude, actually. Yeah, screw you, buddy. You know, I don't know if they drop, dragon scales. I don't think so. I don't think that's a drop from those guys. But it's a thought. If they do, that's a place to farm dragon scale. I doubt it. I doubt they'd make it that easy. Alright, so we'll start seeing Dark Race around every corner. Up here. Wow. Bastard. He's gonna try to kick me. That's disrespectful. You can really chill on that? Yeah, your mom. Alright, now these guys, you can farm them for Titanite chunks. It's not fun coming down here to farm, but it's doable. Okay, now we're gonna... you know what? I don't know, I'd have to go look it up. I do not remember the name of these things, but they not only release the exploding Wrath of God skulls like we saw down in the catacombs, but they also have this huge spear that pops out of their mouth, and they can spit this cursey stuff at you. It's it either does toxic or curse. I don't remember. It's one of the two, but it's not friendly stuff. There we go. That wasn't too bad right there. Huh? Kind of like that. Okay. Like I say, he's got this huge spear that pops out of his mouth, and then he can vomit up this stuff. Yeah, that stuff right there. I don't remember if it curses you or toxic. I think it's curse. Anyway, whatever. And that swipe move is pretty beastly. He has a decent amount of health, too. You can sit back and snipe him. Draw him up. Wow, okay. And the Wrath of God skulls. Okay, nothing over here. I think it's the other side. Okay, yeah, this, oh wow, okay, another Dark Wraith around that corner. Right, so there's, what, 3 in this area then? Okay, now this right here, this little passageway leads to the elevator, and also those stairs, I believe, right before that elevator lead up to where the very large ember is. I'm 99% sure that's where it's at. I may in a future video actually come back down here and get it. All I have to do now is fight a few Dark Wraiths, because as of the point that I'm speaking to you here, I've already gotten past the 4 Kings and done this right here. So I can probably come back and grab it. It won't honestly take a minute. In fact, make just a really short video out of just that. Because for anyone looking for that achievement and trophy and hasn't been able to find the very large ember, I figured it'd be helpful. Even if it's just one person. Well, you know, it's cool. Help somebody. Alright, hidden door there. That's a Titanite chunk in that chest, but lo and behold, if you can see that sneaky pair of legs sitting right in front of it, we have yet again another Dark Wraith. They are pretty much everywhere down here. That will steal a humanity from you and take quite a bit of health, if not instantly kill you, when he does that. And it's really a disrespectful move, because he, like, drops you down on the ground and pulls your guts out and talks bad about you, and, you know, it's not nice. Alright, but next time we come down here, this door will heal itself, and we won't have to deal with that Dark Wraith there anymore, unless you're farming for them, and then you know that there's one more that can be had right there behind that door. Now, we've cleared the ghosts above, so they won't be here now. But if we come back to this area, which we're going to have to do, at least the way I do this, the ghosts will spawn again, and they'll be hidden basically over here behind the well, off in this corner. And they come floating through the wall, and they attack you while you're in there doing all that other nonsense. We're going to be cutting it off here because this is getting kind of lengthy. A little longer than I intended it to be already, but at least we got to clear out this area. Other than the very large ember, we've cleared out this area. Alright, so, like I said, I'll stop it, but in this next spot, when you come back down here to get to the fog door that leads to the 4 Kings, the boss of this area, the ghosts will, of course, respawn too, and this is one spot where they come up. You don't see them right here, and you wouldn't see them, but once you get up here to the left and you walk through the door, they'll float up through the floor to the left. And there'll be another Dark Wraith or 2 that want to attack you, and there's also another one of those blob guys up here, and we'll fight them on the next one. Alright, thanks for watching, and good cutoff point here. Alright, and we'll get to the 4 Kings on the next one and do all that good stuff. Alright, for some more Dark Souls, hit the top box. For all my videos, complete list of my playlists, hit the bottom box. If you want to support the Ninja Flips and subscribe, hit that button over there, over my head right there. And thanks for watching. Alright, catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.